Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, in a special place. A paradise, where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio or WMVA 88.9 FM studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to WGPL1350.com or WPCE1400.com. Click and listen live. Just before I introduce the host, I want you to put your hands together and congratulate her on her award that she won on yesterday afternoon. And not only that, the day is her birthday. And FYI has been in existence for 9 years. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Happy birthday, happy today. Happy birthday, we celebrate today. Yeah!
Well, happy birthday to me. Thank you, Mr. E. And we're here with our wonderful listeners, GPL
1350.
Okay.
Peace, 95.3 FM.
Yes.
WMVA 88.9 FM. And WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out in a minute.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go to our newest channel, FYI Radio Show, host Yolanda Hinton or Crystal Records One, CRISTO Records One. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and we promise we'll shout you out.
Shout out.
Whoa, talking about a wonderful weekend, Mr. E. It was absolutely fabulous.
That sounds so good, and you did so wonderful at the art. I'm gonna mess the name.
Don't mess it up. I will tell them it was
yeah.
a Lifetime Achievement Award of the Archie Magazine Award. It was absolutely fabulous. I want to thank them, Dr. Fletcher, and all those that are nominees and winners. It was wonderful. It was fabulous. Being honored was an honor, and I will never, ever forget it.
I said something to her husband, the gentleman at the door. I said,
Dr. Fletcher's husband.
Yes. I said something to him. I said, when is the brothers going to get their award?
Oh my goodness. Well, don't worry about them. We'll see them. Look, we'll see y'all at another time. But I tell you, it's good to be a woman. It's good to be honored. It's good to see other ladies, taking the stage and talking about their accomplishments and all that God has given them for us. It was just absolutely wonderful to see that everybody was a winner, whether you received an award or not. They make it so that you just feel blessed, just somebody considering your work.
Yeah. And we want to thank you so very, very much for all that you do for the community, from FYI to Young Women's Achievement Mentoring Program, for your music that's going all across the whole wide world, international singer, for all that you have done, and for these 9 years of being a part of FYI, and for your birthday. And again, congratulations to you.
Thank you, Mr. E. I want to also mention our sponsors before we get started. Sometimes we put them at the end. But our sponsors, Bulvic Academy, Bulvic. Go to the website, check out all the things that are up there, information for parents, teachers, school administrators, and their books and all kind of things, information for our young people. Also, beardgods.com. Check it out. BeardGodz.com. Chris Hinton is the owner. Great products. All kind of information to make yourselves stay groomed and looking good, men. And he even has some things for women now. So you all go up there and check our sponsors out. So we've had a wonderful weekend, Mr. E. So many things are happening. But I tell you what we're going to do before we get to our FYI Monday Sports Talk. We're going to push the boat.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
my
right.
goodness.
It's only one day, and it's time for you to go out there and vote, vote.
If you don't get up and get out and vote, you better.
You know, Ms. Hinton, one of the things that I want folks to understand, this is a time for you to put your 2 cents in. You know, a lot of people don't understand that they can speak their 2 cents or put their 2 cents in and go down to the polls and vote. Listen, there's a lot of folks that have been standing in the lines for your local as well as the presidential race. You know, you got to make it your business. If you got to get a ride, get on the back of a grasshopper. If you got to get to the polls, guess what? I'll be at the polls, and I'm not going to tell you which one I'll be at, but I'll be at the polls on tomorrow afternoon. And if you need a ride, give us a call. You know, I'll be more than happy to pick up folks and take you to the poll.
Have you voted yet? Well, I tell you what, you have time to vote. Tomorrow is the big day.
D-Day.
I've already voted. I feel so good, so happy, so energized. And I'm going to go out there anyway just to hey, see what's going on out there. Look at the lines wrapped around. Put some footage on social media, Mr. E, and just enjoy this election.
That's right. This election is one of the greatest elections, you know, even in the local election. Absolutely. In Norfolk. Mayor Kenny Alexander and a host of others are going to be rolling with him, against him. So, you know, then you got to look at all of that's in Chesapeake, from Miss King to Brother Smith. And then you got to look at right here in City Councilman Jordan and the rest of them. And listen, go out there, put who you want to put in. In the city of Chesapeake, y'all need a recycling bin. You need a recycling. You can get $10 on all the stuff that back on your bill, if I'm not mistaken, if you go out there and
there are quite a few things on the ballot. Make sure you all study it before you get out there and vote. Mr. E says local, state, presidential election. These are leaders that you all are choosing. So make sure it's the leader that you feel you can relate to, and they relate to the issues concerning you and your community, your family, and your world. I'm like I said, Mr. E, this is a very exciting time. Yeah. I tell you, our presidential candidates, we have 2. We have Vice President Kamala Harris, who is on fire. We have former President Donald Trump, who is, Lord help him, he's really trying to make it. He's trying to make it out there. He's been rallying today. I think, Mr. E, they got 4 rallies today.
That's right. He'll be in North Carolina back in back in the state of North Carolina, be rallying down there, and Miss Kamala Harris will be in Pennsylvania.
Absolutely. So this is down to the
That's
wire.
right. One more day.
Please get yourself out there and vote. Now, this is the good thing about this state here. You can absolutely register the same day you vote.
That's right. If you have not registered, listen, go down to the polls and register at the polls. And tomorrow is your last day to even register
That's
and
right.
to vote.
Absolutely.
Remember, just don't go down with that attitude. Your vote don't count. Yes, your vote count,
It can-
and you cannot fault nobody else. My brothers, my sisters, my peoples. You cannot fault nobody else if because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. If the wrong candidate, if you put the right, you want the right candidate and the wrong candidate came in, listen, it's on you. Make it your business. We cannot stress it enough. Make it your business. Go down to your local poll, and sit there and shade in the right box. You got to know
Yes.
who's running for who. And there's a lot of signs all around town. There's a
Yes.
lot of commercials that you hear on your TV. There's a lot of things that you hear on the ballots. Do you want recycling? Do you want safety for your children? Do you want rights for your
Yes.
body? There's a lot of things that's surfacing for your local community, for your worldwide community. There's a lot of things that's going on around town that you can participate. Get that out of your head. Listen, you can go and register today. You can go
Yes.
and the blessing part about it, Miss Hinton, they had the polls open on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
That you can go from 12 noon after you get out of church until I think it was 4 o'clock. You can go out there and pull the ballot. Pull the vote, shade in what you got to do, and make it your business. Saturday there was a lot of people going to the Princess Anne Road. There was a lot of people lines all around the block. Where folks were standing in line to make their vote count. So you can do the same. Tomorrow, get up at 7 o'clock in the morning is when the polls open up. Get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Go down there and put a shade in who you want. Look at the ballots and see if what they stand for is what you stand for, and make it your business.
It's right here. It's right at the
Yeah.
door. Make sure you bring your credentials. Don't leave without your license. If you don't have ID in most states, you're not going to be able to vote. If you're not registered in this state, you can still register for this election. Don't forget our local, those that are elected, want to be elected in the race for our local and state government. Please don't forget that. Some people check the first one and then they say, okay, that's it. But there are other people, other leaders to choose.
That's right.
And
That's
we would
right.
love for you all to make sure you get out there and get that vote cast. Now, there's a movie called Selma.
That's right.
And those that are saying, well, my vote don't count, why should I go out there? Listen, go look at that movie on
That's
Netflix.
right.
I
That's
think
right.
you would really change your mind.
That's right, Miss Hinton. When you begin to look at Netflix and you look at Selma, you see what our people had to do,
Yes.
had to go through. I mean, when I looked at that movie, Miss Hinton, and I saw that they was being beat upside the head.
Yes.
Listen to this. They had the 50 cent and they worked extra hard to get the 50 cent for the poll taxes, just to pay the taxes. And they was denied. In that movie, you'll find that they was denied the right to the vote. You can answer all the questions in the blocks and things of that nature. That those folk had the authority to whether to accept you or not. And then when you tried to make a movement and do what you had to do, you had to go to the back door, and then they whipped so many people. I mean, women, men, boys, and girls. They whipped them with baseball bats
Yes.
with barbed wire on side of it,
Yes.
and shot them, ran horses over top of them,
Dogs and everything.
and turned everything loose on them.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
folks lost so many relatives, lost so many lives. But guess what? They got back up again,
Yes.
dust themselves off, and went on back out there to get their God-given rights. Now, because they did that,
Yes.
that should make you want to run down to the polls.
They did that for you
That's
and I.
right.
I mean, they really, really, really fought for the rights of folk, everybody, to us, our African American people, to vote.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Miss Sheila Green, good day to you. Thank you for joining us. And we have so many on. We just want to say thank you for your support. You all are definitely a blessing. Have you voted? Go out there and cast your vote. Lift your voice. It's your voice. It's who you want to lead. It's what you believe in. You can sit back all you want to, but when the things that you want and love go by the wayside because you would not cast a
That's
vote,
right.
don't say a ting.
That's right.
Not one ting.
Don't say not one word. And you're right about Miss Hinton, because now you got that golden opportunity,
Yes.
to go and pull the lever. It's the right man or the wrong person gets in there. And because you say your vote don't count, it's because of you. You should have went
Absolutely.
down. One of the hardest things that we got going on now, Mr. And people going to the polls. People has the rights, got the credentials, can vote and won't vote. Listen, don't be like one of them. If you got to stand out there in the line, make sure whatever you stand for, go out there, make the decision so that whatever you stand for will come to fruition.
We're not telling you who to vote, but get out there and cast the vote.
That's
we
right.
need to hear from you what you believe in, who you believe in, and may the best person win.
That's right. And please don't go out there voting for gender, for causing first black woman, and
well, if they want to do that too, they can do that, Miss
Vote
Lee.
for what she stands for. Vote for the things that she bringing to the table that want to see happen to our community. Just like in your local super wars, and vote for those folks who you think that's best qualified, that's going to help your community to grow. They're like the mayor. Go out there and vote for the right person who has brought everything to the table, who has, really stood out, did wonderful on your behalf. Go out there and pull the lever and pick the right person.
Absolutely. Miss Sheila Robbins, thank you so much for joining us, young lady. And we are going to continue to push it. Look, we're going to be online pushing that vote.
That's right.
We're going to be online encouraging you all to get out there and get yourself in the race with others, and let your voice be heard.
And not only that, for the local, but what's on the ballot? What do you want to see change in your community? What do you want to see change locally? What do you want the mayors to do for you, and your council folks to do for you? What do you have a voice? One of the gentlemen told me, listen, what they gonna want to do is go roll their sleeves up and go door to door and shake their a community's hand. Bring out daily newspaper so that they'll know exactly what's going on.
Sheila Green said the lady's not black. Why we keep saying she's black and she's Asian. My grandson is Puerto Rican and black, so he's both. He can be whatever. But she is too.
I'm Indian. Did that make me black?
And I don't think you're Indian. You black. But she is black. She's both. But anyway, and that's how she identifies herself. So whatever however y'all want to see her. If you want to see her as a sunbeam, see her as a sunbeam. Whatever you want to see, I don't care. She's a human being who's running for president. And if you want her to win, cast your vote for her. If you want the other fellow to win, cast your vote for him. But she's a human. She's a human being, however she identifies. That's how I see it.
And if you have already voted, Miss Hinton, if they had already voted,
Yes.
make it your business since you vote to go pick up somebody and help them to vote. Just don't say you voted, I voted. Make sure you find somebody who has not voted and that needs a ride. Take them out there.
Absolutely. So listen, before we go, we got a few minutes, Mr. E. This is Monday Sports Talk.
Miss
And
Hinton.
look, week 9, Mr. E.
Well, we're going into week 9. I mean, we going in it ahead. Zone started November the 4th. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers begin to wrestle with the Kansas City.
Is that tonight?
No, that's tonight. That's
Yes,
tonight. They be wrestling with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
My predictions is those Chiefs gonna knock Tampa Bay out the box.
But look at that season. Can you please tell our audience?
7-0.
How is
perfect?
Now
they are 500 club.
Look, I bet. Ooh, look, y'all gonna jump on the Chiefs bandwagon because I tell you, they are undefeated.
They are not just they're not for the faint of heart.
Now. Oh
you
my
can't
goodness!
Watch that man razzle and dazzle and put the ball in your face and then go ahead and run touchdowns and
Absolutely.
Hey.
Now look, Mr. D, start with Thursday, October the 31st. We had a great game.
Well, the Houston Texans wrestled against the Jets. The New York Jets, they got my good friends that are going there with them, Nixon and as well as Dale. The Jets beat the Houston, Texas, 21-13.
Okay, stop right there because the Jets finally got a game under. What's their season?
Their season has been, they are 3-6.
So they find
Aaron Rodgers. Congratulations.
Aaron, how you feel, Aaron? Because they've been talking about you like a DOG.
Aaron Rodgers did a wonderful job. He had 32 times.
Yes.
And he did good by having 22 out of 32.
And they had a nerve to beat the Texans. Texans has what,
6-3.
3.
That's right. Well, wait till you ain't seen nothing yet. Let's get on down to the wire.
All right, let's go.
We got to go. We got to go. Now coming up on yesterday game, starting November 3rd, day before Miss Hinton's birthday, the Dallas Cowboys played against the Falcons, the Arizona Falcons, 27-21. The Falcons beat the Cowboys. And we're hurt.
What did the Cowboys do wrong this time?
Everything in the world. They couldn't do anything right. They waited too long to jump out there against the Arizona Falcons.
They're 3-5, and the Falcons are what, 6-3?
6-3. Yeah.
The Cowboys, they didn't lose by much, but it was about 21-27. Cowboys. We were rah for you.
That's the fourth in a row.
What do you think? You got what? About 7 more games,
yeah,
Mr. E?
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you all going to make the playoff?
Well, it looks kind of dim when you come to the playoff because Philly is doing wonderful in our division. The Commanders are doing wonderful in our division. And the New York Giants are doing wonderful in our division. Last year, the Cowboys was in the top of the line last year. And the Giants and the Commanders was fighting for last place. But guess who's at the bottom this year? Them Dallas Cowboys. Yes, sir.
Well, listen, what is happening to the Dolphins? I thought the Dolphins were going to come through this season. They were playing against the Bills. It was 30-27. But the season for the Dolphins is like scrambled eggs.
2-6.
Come on here.
But the Buffalo Bills are
they're
7-2.
They're good, though. That's a good
they're
team.
doing a wonderful
like
job. Then you got to go down to Raider
Raiders.
Nation. Go down to Raider Nation, and the Bengals really put a hold on it.
They jumped ahead.
They got a hold of it.
In the 41-24.
And they are 4-5, and the Raiders are 2-7. Cedric Bailey, look out. You done got
Cedric.
You done
go
got
and have a talk with your team. Now, you talk about 2 at this time of the season. That's scary.
And then you turn around and go to the Chargers. The Chargers, who are 5-3, they put a whipping on the Cleveland Browns. Steve Harvey, your team go down the drain, and the score was 27-10.
Well, who did the Browns just beat the week before? How did they beat them? And here they come with this 2-7. beating losing to the Chargers. Lord have mercy. Who else do we have?
Then you got the Patriots. The New England Patriots played against the Tennessee Titans. I want to say we won't Pollard back. We won't Pollard back. And they played with the Tennessee Titans.
Getting Pollard.
But Pollard did a wonderful job on yesterday. He had 28 carries and gained 128 yards. And I think he got one touchdown. Our hats off to Tennessee Titans that beat the New England Patriots 20-17.
Listen, the Commanders.
And
the Giants. I think the Commanders are trying to go to the Super Bowl or the playoffs or something, Mr. E. Now, how come they playing so good this season?
Well, when you get rid of the
Magic
old
Johnson
stuff,
put some magic out on them.
The Rock said, "If you smell what the Rock is cooking." So the Rock got out there along with the Commanders, got them Commanders rolling. They got a new name, new coaches, new staff, new attitude. And when you got something that's new, you're going to try to do your very best. And they beat the New York Giants, 2-7 Giants, 27-22.
The Saints and the Panthers, y'all can go home right now. Y'all are 2-7,
both of you. Wait a minute.
And look how close the game was. Saints 22, Panthers 23. What happened to y'all yesterday?
The Saints is the one that put a whipping on the Dallas Cowboys. Now they're losing to a 2-7. Carolina Panthers couldn't beat nobody, couldn't beat the back of a drumstick. But they turn around now and they put something by 1 point. The Carolina Panthers, what y'all trying to do?
Yes, look who else is coming through. We got the Eagles and the Jaguars. Well, that wasn't. Anyway, 28-23. The Eagles trying to do a little something.
That's right.
That's y'all.
Well, the Eagles is trying to do something. So I'm proud of the Eagles because they're in our division. And they finally woke up. Let me tell you about the Eagles. Yesterday, that fella by the name of Saquon Barkley. I mean, that boy broke some records yesterday, turning around, twisting, jumping backwards over players. I mean, he was just like a grasshopper. He leaping and turning around, jumping and flipping over top of everybody. So my hats off to the Philadelphia Eagles, Saquon Barkley. Boy, I know your back was so because they put something on you. You like Twister Flex.
I tell you what, the Bears and the Cardinals had some time together. Well, the Cardinals wore them out 29-9. The Bears, they were on kind of like a winning streak. But, hey, you win some, you lose some.
They're 4-4.
Yes, and a 5-4 for the Cardinals.
That's right.
But let's go to the Lions, which are trying to come through as well.
Well, the Detroit Lions, Jabby, where you at, James Luther Everett? Where are you? The Green Bay Packers. They played against the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are 7-1. They bringing the boys to the yard and they playing football this year.
Green Bay is not doing bad.
Well, the Green Bay are 6-3.
Yes.
But the Green Bay Packers got a whipping yesterday, 24-14.
Rams and Seahawks, they just like toe to toe in the season. But the Rams jumped them at 26-20. We got the Colts. Oh my goodness.
The Minnesota
Vikings. Lost to the Vikings. Now I'm gonna tell you who's doing good in my estimation. It's the Vikings. They are coming through this season.
Well, they got up on the front of the bow of the boat and said, "Oh,
yes."
They blew that horn, and guess what? And they went to work. I mean, they went to work yesterday. What a great job. What a great job that the Minnesota Vikings did on yesterday. Jefferson from the Minnesota Vikings caught one of the greatest passes on yesterday. I mean, Jones did a wonderful job. And the quarterback, Dermott, from the Minnesota Vikings, the Purple People Eater, they came through last night. That was one of the latest games. 21-13.
All right, we got week 10 coming up, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be fire. We'll be telling you all who's gonna play tonight again, Mr. E? Who do we have?
Well, tonight's game, and you don't want to miss it. That's November the 4th, Monday night on Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton birthday. Tell us your prediction. Kansas City Chief against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I got to go with the
your
Chiefs. I'm sorry, with a record like that, and undefeated, we want them to stay in the loop like that, Mr. E, and go all the way to the Super Bowl again.
Well, the Kansas City Chiefs, you said they're going to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, we'll see, but it's going to be a good game. But anyway, we want to thank you all for joining us again. Listen, this is it. Down to the wire on November the 5th. We're going to choose leaders. So listen, get yourself out there. If you're in Virginia, get yourself out there. If you haven't registered, you can register. And also you can make sure, Raw, you go out there, get in those long lines, make sure you're hydrated and all that stuff, and bring your license.
That's right.
And be blessed and have a wonderful, wonderful Monday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor or intern of the most talked about radio show, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com, or you can inbox us on Facebook at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or you can go to FYI Facebook page, drop your information in there, and guess what? We'll get back with you. Don't forget to have a wonderful, and if you see Miss Hinton on the street, just say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Go out and vote. Bye now.
Wow, we are excited. This is it, the day before the big day. Have you all gone out there and voted? Listen, if you can't stand in line for 2 straight hours, you should get out there.
I'm going out there.
Mr. E's going to be out there. Mr. E's going to cast his vote. I've already cast mine. I feel so good and so relieved. You know, we kind of want to get this thing over with, Mr. E, so we can kind of like finish some of the things that we need to do as a country. And we need to heal. You know, we've been fighting hard this election. Let's just tell it like it is, right?
That's right. This election has been a barn burner. We've seen the qualification of a president don't have to be all of that and some. When you are president, I think that the qualification is only saying that you got to be a U.S. citizen, you've got to live in the United States for a certain amount of time, and it doesn't make a difference if you're a criminal or not. You can still run for president. I have not had my answers yet, Ms. Hinton, because I want to know how can a convict felon run for president, but a convict felon can't vote.
Well, a convicted felon is running for president, but I tell you what, we're going to find out on Tuesday, Mr. E, how this thing going to roll. We got Kamala Harris. She's the vice president of the United States. Hey, already. She didn't just come out here and just started wanting to run for president. She has been elected already. Then you got Donald Trump. He was a former president. Now,
and a crook.
If you want this, want him as a leader, you go out there, cast your vote. If you want her as a leader, you go out there and cast your vote. But for goodness sake, don't forget about the state and local elections. Those are important too, because guess what? What we do here in our community, it really affects what we do at home, our jobs, our money, our everything.
That's right.
And so you got to pay attention to those important races as well. And so we are out here and we are pushing the vote. Mr. E, I hope you come on social media and let us know how things are going in your district.
That's right.
And where you vote at. And just make sure you all look, enjoy this. Look, it's time to just boost on. Yeah, let's put the guns down and stuff. Let's go ahead
Let's
and
put the microphones down
and just and just no, you did. And
let's
just
put the microphones down.
enjoy this time. It's our country. It's our democracy. It's our time to make sure our youngins and our youngins get the best of life now.
Let's stop trying to kill folk. That's saying that the
Woo!
media will get the bullet first before he get the bullet and threatening folk. Let's cut that mess out. Let's live in peace and harmony. Let's put the right person in there. Let's get the numbnuts out of there. Be talking about what they can do and how they feel, and they can do anything they want. And nobody who made him King Hot Dog.
Who is him?
You know who I'm talking about. That guy by the name of Donald J. Trump. I ain't scared of. That person who's figured that he can do anything, say anything, touch anybody, and take away Social Security. And I mean that's what he wants. If you folks listen to me real well, those who are listening, who's on our feed, if you own Social Security now, yeah, some of you that we're looking at now, you own Social Security. You already own a fixed income. That's a fixed income fund because you can't get a raise, and you got to wait so many years to get another raise. Did you not know that fella is trying to take your money?
Really?
So you ought to tell your neighbors, your pals, your friends, he got to go.
Well, I tell you what, you all can fact check that and find out if it's part of a scheme or what is going on. Find out what both of these candidates believe in and what they're going to do, and then make a decision. Cast your vote.
Vote.
So we're very excited about
Vote
it.
the devil out.
We're going to make sure we continue to tell you how important these elections are. And even the midterms, Mr. E, the midterms are very important as well. Sheila Roberts said, I voted. I'm proud of you, girl. Yes, we have voted already, and we're feeling mighty good.
I'll be out there tomorrow.
All right.
In the long line.
Oh, my God. You are great.
With my high karate on.
All right. So listen, but we'll be back. Look, tonight we have our replay.
We ought to come on.
We may come on. We may just say, hey, hello, and keep pushing the vote. If we do, it'll be 6:00 p.m. As a matter of fact, the time changed. Miss Steve, we didn't even mention about the time. How you feel about it?
I feel crazy.
No, you don't.
Oh,
You got more sleep.
Miss Hinton,
an hour. You saving an hour.
Well, when you by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock get here, I'm bobbing and weaving.
I think it makes me feel quite well. I'm telling you. And then the thing about it, Mr. Y'all, weather hasn't been too bad.
That's right. We had the best weather in the world. 62 degrees today. Partly clouded, but guess what? Tomorrow, the next day after that, it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful day. And listen, tomorrow is a good day to go vote. Don't forget, if you know someone that need to go down to the polls, whether that be a lady is black or white or who are you going to put in the position? Well, make sure that you pick somebody up and educate them, and you can sneak a little vote for. You can tell them.
Okay, so listen. Look, upcoming shows now. Wednesday we're gonna be rocking and roll with this election results. Oh, from up to the top to down to the local. We're going to be talking about that on Wednesday. Also, we are going to have Chris Hinton here for real estate. We're going to have FYI After Dark. We're going to be on talking to you all about what's going on, and we're going to give you all some fabulous shows. Don't forget to join us, and don't forget to be a part of our audience as well. We're going to try to pull folk in and just enjoy a great dialogue. Don't forget Yolanda Hinton's music. Make it all right. That would be the perfect birthday present. You all go ahead and download, make it all
I got
right.
it, y'all.
Go ahead and download on all music platforms. Wherever music is sold all over the world, you all can please buy the music. Make it all right. All right. Don't forget to follow us on social media, and you can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor. But FYI Radio Show, Mr. E has the tea.
If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, and just before I do that, I'm going to put I voted on the center of my head. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, before we get ready to get out of here, we want to say congratulations to Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. What a fabulous award that she won on yesterday
Thank
evening. I mean,
you.
the PowerPoint that they played for her on yesterday was outstanding. I mean, and she was dressed to impress. She didn't leave us, y'all. She didn't go up there looking like but she was dressed to impress. And my hat's off to her. And I want to say congratulations again to Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, FYI host. And also want to say congratulations to Miss Hinton, international singer, author, you name it, she done it, and she bringing it to the community. If don't forget, Thanksgiving is coming right around the corner. We're gonna give you information when you can get that pie. Miss Lady Hinton's pie. When we get that pie, you get ready to get your order in, cupcake,
Absolutely.
you name it. If you like to be a special guest sponsor of the Most Talked About Radio Show, all you had to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com.
I want to say thank you again to
To
Dr. Fletcher and Archie Magazine Award. It was absolutely fabulous. And you all go on my page. I'm going to be posting pictures. And also, wish me a happy birthday. That would be a wonderful, wonderful gift. Sheila Robbins, thank you, my friend, my dear friend. She says, congratulations. Thank you so much for your support and your love. And look, we will see you all later on. But listen, don't forget, get out there, vote. Encourage somebody to go out there and vote and do what you need to do to make this a fabulous, fabulous country.
And if you want to say happy birthday to Miss Hinton, you can go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, guess what, and sit there and happy birthday and congratulations. I mean, because right here in our community, I cannot stress it enough. Right here in our community, we got the cream of the crop. We got the best person in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. Go vote, congratulate, happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Thank you all, and join us again. Okay, on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the results.
Yeah.
Tune in. We may be on at 6 o'clock this evening, but also have a wonderful day. It's going to be beautiful here in the Hampton Roads area, and the rest of the week is going to be fabulous as well. So have a good day. See you back here soon. Bye now.
2 up, 2 down. Yeah.